everybody. We got the Zeke plush. We're gonna go ride all White Plains parking garage elevators. First, we're gonna ride is the 44 South Broadway. Zeke, let's go ride the elevator. All right.
Which floor?
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
You're welcome. To everybody. Sorry about that. This is the 12th floor. All right, this is our first. Oh, sorry about that for the shaky. All right, here we are, 13. Okay, everybody. Here's the first parking garage. I'm sorry we had a terrible issue due for the passenger select the 12th floor. All right, here we are now at the 13th floor. That ramp that goes up to the 14th floor, but we're not gonna go up there today since we're in a hurry. We're gonna go to Holy Name of Jesus. After this parking, we're gonna go to the North White Plains Station parking garage next. And the source, I don't know if we're gonna do that maybe later, including the 120 Bloomingdale Road parking. And here's another parking garage, which is the Sonesta Hotel. There's an elevator, but I don't know but we're not gonna go in there today, or we're not planning to enter maybe today, because this parking garage is only for guests only and hotel service. Let me clean my lens for a second. Here's the view. All right, Zeke, this is your first parking garage. Yay! We're not gonna get Elinor and Fluttershy because we're in a hurry. And we're gonna go back down to the 6th floor. And I don't know if we're gonna go down to the 2nd floor since we have to go to the Holy Name of Jesus. And we're gonna go to Kensico Dam. And you're going to the church for your first time, Zeke. Yes, can't wait. All right, that's it. Take one more 10-second view before we leave. We're gonna go to Plaza later since we're in a hurry. And I think we're gonna skip 15 North Broadway parking garage since I don't want to get in trouble just like last year. And right over there, that's the Stop and Shop parking garage. But the Stop and Shop parking garage, you need an ID. Oops, my dad's whistling. Sorry about that. Here's another view. Once again, everybody, the Stop and Shop parking garage, you need an ID card to access to open the elevator button. And here's the One City Place. And I don't know if we're gonna go there today since it might, well, this location's private property. Well, I'm gonna try later, but, and here's the Westchester Mall parking garage right here. Maybe we'll go there later, I'm not sure. All right, now let's go back down. And then we're now going to take we're gonna go to the North White Plains Station parking garage. But we're not going to do the train platform, just parking garage. But you may see some train yards when we get to the 5th floor. Right, Zeke? Yeah. Okay, Zeke, we're gonna go down to the, I don't know if we're gonna go to the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor since, Zeke, you could push. All right, here it is. All right, 2. All right, we'll go to 2 first and then we'll go back up to 6, I think, since the car's at the, all right, we'll watch the numbers going down with this Wombat. Actually, just the indicator. I believe these are like Westinghouse modernized by Otis. Well, these are not Otis actually. They look like innovated. All right, here we are 2. All right, go to 6 since I don't know, my car is at the floor 6. All right, hold on, this is not it. This is the 2nd floor. Basement. Why are you pronouncing this? Bateman and basement. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it right, but I got it right. Basement, not Bateman. All right, here we are at 6. Yes. All right, that's it. All right, we'll watch it close. Let me watch the door close first and then we'll go. All right, there he goes. That's it. All right, next parking garage, North White Plains. We're now at the North White Plains station, but we're not going to the train platform, but you are gonna watch a train from the street. So we could go to the, all right, we're in North White Plains. Yes. All right, Zeke, and what's that you're holding with Elinor? It's my snout. Okay, but you're not gonna take it since we don't want to lose it. All right, let's go. Okay. All right, everybody. Here's the train, Zeke. At the last stop of the train at the North White Plains. I see. Here's the train up there. Express. It's not stopping. Yep, not stopping. It's an express train. Here's the Metro North train, which is at the last stop. Here's the Heights elevator, but we're not going to do that. We're only going to do a parking garage. Oh, it's now going to Grand Central. It's leaving, I think. I don't think it wasn't the train or the car beeping. Yeah, but I don't think it's not leaving. It's just a car. Alright then. Okay. Right here, here's Hertz Let's Go. And here we are at the parking garage. That's stairs. Elevator is right over here. Here it is. Let's see if it's working today. Metro North, North White Plains parking garage, Zeke. Here we go. Also, this elevator is a grocery store beep. And here it is. ThyssenKrupp, Synergy. Here it is. Let's go up to 5 to have a quick view. And see, I think you could watch the window. I don't know if you could. Here you go. Here we are at 5. Alright, Zeke, let's take a quick view. Let's see if this is, yep. I wonder why it's blurry. We'll take a quick view and then we'll go to, we'll start with the other side and then we'll go to the left side. Oh no, you cannot see the Ritz-Carlton building anymore because of the trees. Oh, you could see it. I think a train's coming on that side. And here's the Ritz-Carlton buildings. I don't know which side is coming. Oh, it's coming from here. I think it might pass here, I'm not sure. I heard the horn. Here's the yard. There's not a lot of trains today. There's only a few of them. There's a diesel. Yeah. Oh, let me check the schedule. Hold on, let's check down here. I think the train's right here. Not that one. I think it's on the left side. Alright, we'll watch it leave from this side. We'll do this quick because we have to go. Please note, this is not the elevator right here. That's stairs. This is an elevator with stairs. Let's see if we're going to do this quick. Alright, Zeke. I don't know if we're going to leave you here for a few minutes, but I'm going to be careful. Actually, I think I might have to hug and hold you since I don't want it to fall off. I don't know if I want to. Alright, Zeke. We gotta be careful with these arms because they're models. Yeah. Well, let me watch the train leave. Let's see if it's leaving, Zeke. Okay. The other one's Express. I want to leave the local. I think it's going to Southeast or North White Plains at the last stop. I'm not sure. Or Brewster. Right here's the view. It's crossing by the railroad crossing, I think, at the Virginia Road. And the tunnel right here. That goes enter the Bronx River Parkway, I think. Right, Zeke? Yeah. I don't know if the train's leaving because I heard the horn. Yeah, I don't think it's not leaving. If not, we'll check it again. I don't know if the other one just left it, but let's see. Wait, I think it's leaving. I don't think it's not leaving. Yep. I heard the horn, but I don't think it's in leaving. Wait. I think I hear a horn. Here. There he goes. Oh. It's coming. Here it is, Zeke. Yeah. Oh look, it's racing. There's another one. I'll hold you there so you don't fall. Here's another one. Here goes a train to Southeast. This one's at that last stop. I saw another train light, which is coming from the yard. And I can hear the railroad crossing, which is far miles. Alright, let's go back down the elevator. You can hear the horn. Wait, I think I hear another train coming. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. Here he goes. All right, let's go back down the elevator. Okay. Everybody, let's go back down. Tissing Crab elevator. Oh, this one's coming. All right, Zeke. You will stay at this pool wall. All right, I'll put you right here. Let's see if it will work. All right, and I'll watch the numbers on it. Sorry about that. Alright, Zeke. Let's see if you work if you stand. Alright. Alright, and I'll watch the numbers. In the door. Here we are, Zeke. Alright, we're gonna go to the Plaza parking garage later right now since we have to go to the church. Alright, we'll hear the bell. Oh, both of them. Alright, we'll send these to up. I'll have to hold the elevator. Alright, watch it close. And watch them both. There he goes. Let's see who wins. Here goes number 1 and here goes number 2. Hope elevator number 2 wins and elevator number 1. All right, that's it. In case of the fire, do not use the elevators, use stairs. Right, Zeke? Yeah, it's important to know. Alright, we're going to the Holy Name of Jesus and the Pensacola Park for a church event to film the bells, and that's it. Here goes Beeline Paratransit. There's a train right here. Look nice. Alright, that's it. That's it, everybody. Take a look at this parking garage. Actually, for this, we're gonna do the last parking garage for today because it's getting late. Better go home, but tomorrow we'll film the rest. Anyways, let's go take a look at the plaza garage. We'll get Zeke until we get to the 9th floor. Since we have to go to this location because I now have 9K videos. So we're gonna go top to the 9th floor. Alright, that's it. Alright, here's the elevator. Let's go. Since we reached 9K videos, we're going up to 9. Yes. We'll get Elinor and Fluttershy, we'll get to the view. For this location, we're gonna skip the floors 4 and 5 because they're same elevators as this. The broken elevators. Let's see if the large elevators are working. Sorry about the focus camera. Here we are, 9. Alright, Zeke. Here we go. Yes. They're commercial vehicles right now, but here's the tower at City Place and One City Place. And that's the Ritz-Carlton. That elevator wasn't working. But I don't think we're not going to go to the Ritz-Carlton today. Plus, it's private property. I'm going to try today, but I'm not sure I'm going to go there again. Because the elevator wasn't working. Plus, it's only for the residents. And I just want to go to One City Place, but I don't think I'm not going today. I'm not sure. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble if I enter this building and there's security camera. The air conditioners are on, Zeke. Hey, Zeke, do you want to try if that elevator works? Yeah. Alright, let's see if it's going to work. I'm not sure. I don't know if it is going to work. Let me see if it is going to work. I'm not sure. Focus. I guess maybe not. Hear the motor. Zeke, this is what it used to be the Walmart parking garage. I know, but it's not gonna work anymore. Yep. Doesn't light up. See this? Focus. Yep. Not working. Epic fail. As you can see right here. Look at that. There's an owl up there. With those crows. Or pigeons. Wait. I think the elevator's coming. Oh, this elevator's independent service, Zeke. Yeah. The elevator lights up. I don't know if it is going to work. Well, I don't know if it is lighting up. Yep. It doesn't work. I wish it wanted back. Yep, these elevators don't work. But I don't know if it's that. Let's take a quick view. You could see Leon Place parking garage. But I think we're gonna go to that location tomorrow since it's too late. And we gotta go home. But don't worry, tomorrow we'll go continue filming the parking garage elevator for this plush event. And that's the Ritz-Carlton, but I don't think we're not going today. And here goes the plane up there. There's a nice view. Please note, I don't think this is not the Trump Tower anymore. It's called the Tower at City Place, I think. What do you think about this, Zeke? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the elevators will not open. Yeah. Alright, so everybody, what do you think about this view, Fluttershy? Yeah. Elinor? I like it. Oops. Here's the view. Oh, there's a bird. I won't hurt you. Alright. And here's the better view of White Plains. Here's the moon. Right over there, shopping centers. You can see White Plains Hospital. Get a nice view down here. I gotta be careful with my phone though. Here's the Hamilton garage, but I don't think we're gonna go there as well. But I'm gonna try today, I'm not sure. Or the city center. But here's the Ritz-Carlton. This the left side, this is the elevator shaft equipment that goes up to the 42nd floor. But I don't think we're not gonna go to Ritz-Carlton today since it's private property and I don't want to get in trouble again because I already went 2 times. And you can see Our Lady Mount Carmel, the tower. Tomorrow we're gonna go this one at 9 a.m. but I don't know if I'm gonna get up for much time. And there's the other elevator machine room, but I think that's the shaft equipment. I don't think this is not like the others. Well, hope you have a 9K subscriber special. Because this elevator, since this is a 9K video special, because we're at the 9th floor of this location. There's also a 9th floor at Longview Cromwell and the Galleria parking garage. But we're not gonna go there because YouTubers already voted for this location. Anyways, let's go back down. That I just don't want my voice reveals in my videos. Someone else's. Here's the door. Alright, let's go back down. Here it is. I think we got this one. Yep. See what's on 0. 0 is restricted, so we're not going to exit here. We're only going to exit at PL. It's not busy today as usual. Alright, go back down to PL. No. You can't enter here. 0 is restricted though, so we're not going to exit here because this is private property. Here we are, PL. Somebody forgot to lock the floor 0 or overpass. Alright, here we are. Alright, so watch it close. This one's not working as of today, but there we goes, and that's it. Here you can see these nice plants. They're real. Right here, that's the MPE, the manpower elevator stairs. Okay, that's it. Alright, everybody. Let's start with this elevator first because there's a door. This is the city hall. Oh. Hey. I think that this is Mayor's Tom Roach's office, I think. This is the mayor name in White Plains. I think the mayor started like in 2011. I think. Alright. Let's start with this elevator and then we'll go transfer to this one. We're at Hamilton, Maine Miracle Garage in White Plains, New York. They're modernized by Dover. So we're gonna take a look. Alright. Here's another plane. All right, let's go ride this elevator. It's on basement, sorry. All right, let's go to the roof. Epic motor, quiet motor. Here's the parking update. These are modernized by Dover. Here we are at roof. We get a nice view from here. Wow. Here's the Mitchell Apartments, New York Sports Club, One City Place, the Trump Tower at City Place. Switch is behind. All right, let's go take this view outside. Gotta be careful with the door though. And here's the parking garage that I already filmed. You get a nice view from here. I think tomorrow we're gonna film the rest of the parkings, including the bus terminal, the train station, the Galleria. Well, the Galleria Mall is closed, but the elevator's working, the parking garage. But White Plains Public Library Garage doesn't have an elevator, it's just stairs. But right here, this is the One City Place. It's only 35 stories tall. All right, and here's the Ritz-Carlton. But I don't think we're not going to that building today. I'm sorry. All right, now we're gonna go to this elevator right here. We're going to transfer it. I'll see you there. Look nice. Here's the tower at City Place, the Moon, Ritz-Carlton, and the others. Here's a nice view down here. Look nice. It's the parking bridge. All right, let's go back down to this elevator. See everybody. I don't know if there's a, oh, you gotta push. All right, let's go down to this elevator. Oh, look at that, the indicator busted out. Let's see if it's working, I'm not sure. The indicator's frozen. I think I hear something, it's coming. Here's the view on that side. Here's the AT&T building. And here it is. Sorry about that. This elevator doesn't have a phantom voice. Oh no, the arrow's glitched. Basement's locked. One. Look at that arrow. It busted out. Isn't that neat? Sorry about that, I just don't want my reveals in my videos, but look at this. This arrow is busted out, up and down. Since the indicator is like a glitched or frozen, so I guess we're gonna watch it, but basement is locked. Or basement is locked. Alright, go to roof. Go to roof. Hey. Sorry about that. You leave without us. Alright. We're not gonna watch the indicator since it's frozen, but we'll watch the button. Or the floor's going by. You can't see the door, so I guess we'll watch the button. And there is no lantern. He keeps arguing. I don't want my reveals in my videos. Alright, here we are. That's it. We're gonna skip the door close. Let's go back down. Oh, go get the plush. Alright, let's go down to the basement since this is the destination. Alright, hold on. Alright, I don't think we're not gonna go to Ritz-Carlton today because We have to go home now. Yeah. And the other parking garages. So we're gonna go home. And this is gonna be part 1 for today since we don't have much time for the others. We'll send this to roof.
Basement.
Here we are at basement or basement. Alright. Here it goes. Look at this. This triangle is white. Hold on. Watch it close. There it goes. And that's it. It used to be modernized by Dover. Sorry about that. I have to go now because somebody's having arguments. That's it. Alright, so everybody. I'm going to go to Ritz-Carlton again. But I'm going to try if I could do this. I'm not sure. There's also a parking garage elevator, but I don't think. Let's see if the glass elevator works. So that's it. It's 2. Alright, I started the video here because I don't want to get in trouble. But let's see if it works. It's everybody. 3rd time. Still not working as of today. See this? Yep. Busted out. Alright, Zeke. Look at this. It's not going to work anymore because of that. Ritz-Carlton and Canopy, you need to fix your elevator, please. Yeah. Let's see, there's another way. I don't know. All right, everybody. Here's a nice. I don't know if there's another elevator in this building. All right, everybody. All right, Zeke. Sadly, the elevator will not work, but let's see if there's another accessible way. Okay. Let's try if we can go to 3. I think I'm gonna stop the camera since I don't want to get in trouble. Here's the parking garage elevator, so we're gonna go there next while we finish this location, Zeke. Okay. Alright, that's it. Alright, we're gonna go to 5 if there's accessible way. So that's it. Here's another view on that side. But the elevator's on the other side. Alright, we're gonna try if we could go to, let's see. Alright, I'll stop the camera. Here we are now. Let's see what's this on. Right here, this is the spot. Here's the view of the building. But you can't see New York City. But this is nice. Alright. Well, there's no another elevator accessible. Alright, everybody. We're not going to 10 since this is the same. Oops. Alright, everybody. There's no. We're not going to the 10th floor since it's getting late, but. We're not gonna go to the 10th floor since the 10th floor is the swing. And we're gonna go back down to mezzanine. Yeah, mezzanine's locked, so 1. Oh, I'm gonna stop. So let's go ride the parking one since the glass elevator will not open. Alright, everybody, we're gonna film this quick because I don't want to get in trouble. Here it is. Here's the elevator, Zeke. Yeah. Alright, let's go to C3. I'm sorry, Zeke. The glass elevator is still not working as of today. Yeah. It's a nice lantern. Zeke, don't climb with that. Alright, here we are at C3. This is parking level C3, but we're not going to open the door, but here it is. Watch it close and then we'll go back up. There it goes, and God left it. So we'll go up now. Alright, so let's try if we could go to number. We're not going to 2 since it's the same floor. Unknown is locked, so 1. Oh, there's no button here. Let's see if the lobby has another accessible elevator, but the other side is the residence, and I guess we're not going to the left side since the glass elevator isn't working. Alright, that's it.